Heading toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The slot man in motion right. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. It was just third down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the third play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did. In motion right, Watkins. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Looking to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. The Cardinals at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Murray off play action. They'll roll him out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had a good drive going their first time out, ended with the interception. The good news is they get kind of a mulligan because we're still at 0-0.
They certainly do, and you notice he spent a lot of time on the phone. You know, I know he wasn't talking to mom and dad on that when he was talking to the eyes upstairs, talking to the coaching staff. Guaranteed, what did you see? What was I doing? How do we make sure that doesn't happen again in this ball game?
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here now, 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, Barkley. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Back to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got the big man. Get the oxygen tank ready. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it as we resume action.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Cards are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Murray.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Running out of the gun here with Benson.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
From the 41, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Benson.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Murray now on 1st down.
Open man here is Benson.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
They run over center with Benson. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
2nd and 6. Shotgun now from Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Play action. Now it's Murray. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Flushed out right. The ball comes out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. A short one there, caught by Likely. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On play action, they'll throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. 2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
Hut, 33, yellow, roster, 6.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
2nd and 11. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. 3rd
quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. They're complete to Smith-Njigba. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
This is 2nd and 8. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 65 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Benson.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gets up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Murray going to throw.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Beckham goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. .31 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. To Barkley on the check down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half. And
that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Dancing to his left. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
One more time with Benson.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now Murray. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is going to be intercepted. He's on his way. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st down, it's Benson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Dobbins is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Robinson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Benson will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because
oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way. And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
This is 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. Here's 2nd down.
Back to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
He's back to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
An audible here to get a new look.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Back to throw it, Murray.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Huge play there. Now, do you use that timeout or try to hustle it up?
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for Arizona, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3 and 4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.